Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about the exotic focusing that we have now. I did make a video before, but I just feel like it wasn't good enough and it didn't have as much detail as it should have, even though it did decently well. Um, but I wanted to kind of cover everything in this one video to really nail things down for you guys so you understand where to get things and kind of can make some decisions on the focusing that you want to do. So first off, exotic engrams. Whenever you have one drop in the wild, it's going to drop as a veiled exotic, I guess you could call it. Otherwise, you can also go over to the destinations, and then when you do the crucible matches, do 3 of them, it's going to drop 1 or 2. I've gotten 2 sometimes, exotics. Same thing with Gambit here. You can play the node, and then as well as strikes if you want to get more exotic engrams. So that's kind of a nice way to get some every week. But now to focus these, you could just click it here and decrypt it. But I would advise to save up materials and focus them into one that you actually want instead of hitting the entire pool. So some of the things you're going to want to do here, as you can see, it requires an exotic engram, glimmer, ascendant shards, and then this guy here requires the engram, glimmer, ascendant shards, and an exotic cipher. So I guess I'll go on this screen here to kind of show you. Now, the ascendant shards, you can get them from doing nightfalls, they'll drop. So that's one thing you can do. And then I'm going to assume that you can do nightfalls like Grandmasters, farm some exotic engrams as well. But then the exotic ciphers, you're only going to be able to get them from the season pass, or Zur every week has a little quest that you can do to get one of them. So they're pretty rare. So use them very carefully and on only an exotic like you really want to get that one. Also, if you get any of the enhancement prisms, you can go over here and turn 10 of them into one ascendant shard. But I'd recommend just when there's like double loot or something, farm up a bunch of these, or whenever it's available, just farm for the ascendant shards and get them that way instead of spending so much to purchase them. And then, if you need Glimmer, you can grab it up there for Legendary Shards or any of these 3 other guys there. Now that we covered the materials, let's take a look at least how you should focus these, I think. Now you can see for the Red War, we have each armor piece for each slot on the character. Then we have Forsaken, Shadowkeep, Beyond Light, Witch Queen, and then the Lightful Armor. So you're going to remember the symbols here for each of the expansions. The Red War isn't as important because when you go over here, you can kind of see what is going to be in the engram. I don't know why Bungie can't make it so you can just right click and see the available ones in that engram, but just go over here, and then obviously this is all Red War stuff here. Everything up to the Forsaken one here. So everything before Stompies, or Frosty, sorry, is going to be in those first Red War engrams. And then for Forsaken, you're going to see the Forsaken symbol on the armor. Go through. This is the Opulent Armor, which is the season that was in there, so that one counts. Or sorry, I think that was actually the Drifters one. But this is the Opulent one. And then, boom, we hit the Shadowkeep symbol. So everything from Kepri Sting to Shards of Galanor are going to be in the Forsaken engram, and then the Shadowkeep ones, we go along until we hit here, the Beyond Light one. So the Shadowkeep one is very small, so if you really want these, it should be pretty easy to get one. But also, if you want to get like Assassin's Call, which would be the only one that's probably pretty good, it's going to be tough because you're going to have 2 here that you probably don't want. And then for the Beyond Light, keep going until we hit Witch Queen here, and then for Witch Queen, we keep going until, boom, we hit Lightfall. And then the Lightfall ones are going to be the easiest ones to get, just because there's only 2 of them, so they're pretty limited right now. Until later on, more are going to be added as the seasons come out. So that'll be a thing as well. But yeah, this is that, and really be conservative here. Try to just use the engrams here, because you're going to be doing the Nightfalls, getting the ascendant shards, getting the engrams. Just focus here. Eventually you'll get the one that you want. But I just wanted to cover all this stuff for you guys, and as you can see here, so I want, say, these are all pretty good, I think, for Beyond Light. Like, these are all very solid exotics, so for the hunter, I feel like That's the best one to focus. So I'll go here. Got Oculus. Nice. Nice. And then I ran out of glimmer. So I have to go over here. And you have to get a bunch of this, which is kind of annoying. If you're on PC, I recommend having a macro to just click this over and over again, because it is fairly expensive with glimmer. So this is also going to drain you of some shards, but I guess that's okay. Whatever. Now go over here again. Beyond light. Radiant isn't as good, but not the worst. Wow. They really want me to use radiant dance machines. Jesus. Okay. But yeah. Sometimes you're going to get unlucky like that. But as you can see, you know, got some of these focused. Some of them are eh. This one actually might not be too bad. But there you go. That is the exotic focusing. So hopefully you guys found this video helpful. Hopefully it's a lot better than the first one I did. And if you can give this video a like to help this one do better than the first one I did, that'd be greatly appreciated. Because I feel like this information is just going to be more useful to you guys. So see you guys in the next video.